Alright, chat. It is time for the long-awaited path tier list. I'm sorry for taking so long to get to it. I apologize. I wanted to be really confident in this. I didn't want to just throw a Mickey Mouse one out, and I'm glad I didn't, because I think I would have had to correct it. So, apologies. I will be going over the tier list now, though. I have played with all the paths, so I understand them all fully. I'm very confident in both PVE and PvP. I've talked to multiple top-tier PvPers to confirm the PvP tier list and make sure it's not egregious, right? So let's just get into it. Let's start with PvE. I think most players care about PvE, so we're going to start with PvE. Now, we're going to start with... We're just going to go in you know what? We'll go in hype order to keep you guys excited. So, quickly to explain the tiers, I would say Z is meta. Z is broken, deserves to be nerfed. Z means you deserve... If you got nerfed, I would understand. A, great option. It is great. It's not broken. It doesn't need a nerf, but it's very good. B, not bad. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly good. It's solid. C means there's not much going for this. It means that it has something, but it's not that good. And then F is terrible. Slash doesn't work. Cause straight up, I mean, there's some things that don't work. So we're gonna talk about that as we go. So let's start off very quickly here. We're gonna go with we're gonna start with Super Saiyan 4. Now, we're gonna start with a full Saiyan, Super Saiyan 4, Pure Saiyan, and this is a great option. Now, initially before the buff, Super Saiyan, there's 2 flame cores, by the way, because it's just a mistake with the tier list. Ignore the 2 flame cores. Super Saiyan 4 is a great option. It used to not be that good until they buffed it. Now, they did take away the damage, like, a little bit. So, instead of 80, I believe it goes to 60 now for a Pure Saiyan. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. 60 max. Now, the plus side is you now gain 2% per critical hit, which immediately, it went from only being good in questing to being good in questing, raids, and PvP. So, it's just amazing. You get your critical hits going, and you are a damage machine. You go to red HP, you're a monster. Obviously, you're going to be in 1 HP, but you're going to be a monster in 1 HP. On top of that, you have a great power-up, which is limit breaking Super Saiyan, or sorry, full power Super Saiyan 4, which is just a monstrous buff. So yeah, Saiyans are Super Saiyan 4. Saiyan is a great option in PvE. Hybrid Saiyan, Super Saiyan 4. Now, some of you might think, oh, it's at least as good, if not a little worse, because it's, you know, it's a 45% boost to damage instead of 60. That, you know, wrong. It's fucking broken. The reason it's broken is because Hybrid's race ability by itself is 2 times super and ultimate damage, which is just immediately better than the Saiyan one, which is 2 times basic attack damage. It's so infinitely better. So you can be an all key damage build. You can pop. You can go to red HP. You can be fully built up. You can pop perfect Super Saiyan 4. I think you can do full power Super Saiyan 4. I think you can do Majin on top of that, and you could be in a Potara fusion on top of all that, and you can just 2-shot Beerus, 3-shot Whis, I think. Like, it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. The stuff you can do with this is ridiculous. It's broken. If it got nerfed, I wouldn't be surprised. Hybrids have been broken for a long time. A very long... Ever since their passive got changed years ago, they've been broken. So, Hybrid Super Saiyan 4, obviously just meta. Let's go to Super Saiyan God. I think in PvE, Super Saiyan God is not bad. I don't think it's as good of an option as Super Saiyan 4. It has a lot of tech, I think that if content became harder to the point where you couldn't just instantly pop a Senzu Bean and have like no problem at all and instantly get your full health back, if content wasn't like that, then Super Saiyan God could move up because of the regen. But how it is now, it's just not bad. It's got really good power-ups. The damage buff helped tremendously, but it's not doing anything insane. So it's not a great option. It's not terrible. It is not bad. It is good. It is a good option. Next is Legendary. Legendary, I'm going to put in not bad as well. Legendary, the power-up, in my opinion, the Legendary Super Saiyan 2 is just not strong enough. I think it deserves to be a little stronger. It has really good perfection stats for melee. The abilities themselves are good in PvP, but not necessarily as good in PvE. So, for that reason, it's just going to go to not bad. It can do a lot of damage. You can be really tanky, which is good. But in PvE, tanky isn't everything. So, at all, it's not even that good in PvE. So, that's why Legendary is going to just be a not bad. It's not terrible at all. It has stuff going for it. It's like teetering C, but it's still B in my opinion. Let's go to this is the Iron Man path. Let's go to Ethereal Hybrid Saiyan. I think it's terrible. Unfortunately. Now, the reason it's terrible is because it relies on getting hit. Enemies, it relies on getting hit to critical hit, or it relies on you getting critical hit, basically. Enemies in PvE cannot critical hit you, which is why it's terrible. The power-up, also not good in PvE. It just doesn't matter. You just regen ki and stamina. Who cares? You're an ultimate merchant anyway as a half Saiyan, so it just does not fit half Saiyan. It truly doesn't. There can be we'll talk about later. Next we'll talk about next actually. A form that doesn't fit the raise and it's still good. Burnout is not that. It's swag. I hope it gets reworked because it's so cool. But for PvE, it has literally nothing going for it at all. So the only thing it has is like, what is that one ability it has where it has like, doesn't it have like slight damage reduction? Chat, is that it? That's all it really has. And again, defense literally doesn't matter. If I'm being real, it doesn't quite deserve to be terrible because half Saiyan is that good. Like it should straight up be here, but because the patch just straight up doesn't help half Saiyan at all, I'm still putting it in terrible because it deserves to be there. Straight up. If there was ever going to be a terrible path, it would be here. It would. I might be being harsh on it because, again, the Hybrid Saiyan race ability is amazing. Especially in PvE, it's amazing. But if there was a path to be an F, it'd be this one. It literally doesn't deserve it other than being a half Saiyan. Yeah, 25% chance to reduce melee damage by 20%. That's not good in PvE. I'm sorry, it's just not. Super Saiyan Rage. This form, despite part of it literally not working as intended, is a great option in PvE. And it's because you're a half Saiyan, and it's because the power-up is extremely powerful. It gives you a huge damage boost. Huge damage boost. Monstrous damage boost. I think it's a lame-ass path, but to sit here and tell you that it can't put up Super Saiyan 4 and pure Saiyan numbers is a lie, because it can. And especially if they fix it. The M1s just don't scale properly to your transformation. So that's why it's going to A. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. The power-up carries it, and the fact that it's a half Saiyan form carries it. Next, we'll go to Mortal Kai. I have Mortal Kai in A. Divine Lasso is a decent ultimate. It's not crazy or anything, but it's not bad. The M1s and Red HP, I'm not gonna lie, it is good, but you're in Red HP. Actually, I kind of want to bump it down, bro. It's like so close to being here, bro. I'm not even gonna kidding. I'm not kidding. The power up, the only reason it's an A is when you're in Red HP and your power up is active. I swear to God, bro, your M1s are like untouchable. Your M1, if you're straight up key damage, bro, you do so much. But again, it's like key damage is just not, or sorry, the M1s are just not that good in PvE compared to like just spamming ultimates. But this path makes it good. Like it really does. Like it gives you a good reason to, and you have the benefit of being able to use key supers along with great M1s, which is great in PvE because you can actually set up for your moves. So I'm gonna leave it A, but just know I'm being very generous with that A. Super generous. There's not too much more super duper hype. So I guess we'll just go a little bit in a random order here. Let's talk about golden form. I have it in not bad. The health is nice, but again, health doesn't affect PvE. It just doesn't. I don't know really what else to say. Like it has the spamming Ki Blast, which is good, but not in PvE really. It doesn't really matter. The power-up technique move, like the active skill, is good. You have to be hugging them for it to be good, but it is good. And I mean, being able to sense God Key doesn't really matter. I would say Golden is carried by the fact that it's a Frost Demon form. And to be honest, I think I'm being harsh on it, because Frost Demons are really good. But I'm not going to lie to you guys, there's a better path to go if you're a Frost Demon, which is why I'm going to have it in B. Let's talk about that. This is Hakaishin. And Hakaishin is also going to be in B, but I just think it's better for Frost Demons. Now, Hakaishin, insane in PvP. Insane. But in PvE, it just doesn't have that much going for it. That's Villainous. Is it? Oh, wait. Is it? That's Villain. Okay. MB all. Hakaishin. In PvE, key moves typically, like key supers, aren't that great. Hakaishin has very good capability in PvP, but in PvE, it's just kind of decent. Like, not being able to block the super attacks is good, for sure, but NPCs don't typically block anyway, they kind of just deflect. The only reason I'm putting it here, for the most part, is because it has, like, the best stun move in the game, which is, the God Sphere. It's just straight up, it's the best stun move in the game. It has so much upside. Hakaishin Bio Android is pretty viable in PvP, I would say, but in PvE, if you're a Hakaishin Android, I would say is really good. But I don't know. I don't know. NPCs are just like crackheads, so things that rely on key damage is just kind of hard for me to put up really high. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not bad. It has upside. It truly does. Not to mention, NPCs don't Ki Blast you, which is one of the things is you're immune to Ki Blasts. So in PvE, I'm just kind of being generous by putting it in not bad. Next up, let's just talk about Villainous. I have Villainous in A. I think Villainous is very good in PvE. The power-up is amazing. The damage buff you get in that is insane. Being able to have Majin Mark on at all times is insane. You're just becoming a lot tankier. You're doing a lot more damage. It's amazing. I think Kanasan works really well with Villainous Mode as well. So for that reason, I have it in A. You can do amazing damage with it. It's super good. Super duper good. Let's talk about human paths. So, All Seeing, I have an A. It's great. The critical hit doing 2.5x is amazing. Dampen is really good. I hope they fix it so NPCs can't evasive and dampen, because they really need to. All the dampen forms would be greatly buffed by it. But melee human, either path you do is amazing, because getting guaranteed crits, even for 10 seconds on their power-up, is broken. You do so much damage. Insane damage. So that's why All-Seeing goes into A tier, not to mention Dampen is just amazing on NPCs, because they can't catch you in a random BS counter. They shouldn't be able to evasive, but they can. Hopefully that gets fixed. So yeah, that's why it's going A. And not to mention you just do, again, you do so much effing damage. Not to mention that works really well with the human passive. Speaking of human passive, we're going to talk about the other one. Inner Gates also goes in A tier. So Inner Gates, instead of getting guaranteed crits, you just get an insanely good super ultimate that has like a guaranteed hit, which is the primary Lotus, I believe. Or is it the hidden Lotus or the primary? I think it's the hidden Lotus is the super ultimate you got. And it's a free ultimate that you don't have to charge for. You just straight up, you throw that out, guaranteed hit, combos off of literally anything. It does dome speed rush damage or even more for melee builds. It's amazing. You have Dampen, you're faster, which, cool. Like, it's great. It's great. The damage you can do is amazing. It's such a fun path, bro. It's not to mention, the fighting styles it gives you are amazing. The Rock Lee one specifically is really good. So, I like it. I like it a lot. It goes to A. Specifically because of mostly Dampen and primary Lotus. It's amazing. Let's see. Let's go to God Eater Majin. Let's just get some Z's out of the way. This is Z. It's the freest Z, other than like Hybrid Saiyan, Super Saiyan 4, because it's straight up absorb on top of the passive that transfers through servers that is really easy to build up. If you go to Daima and kill the 20 soldiers there in World 1, you build it up so free. The damage you do is ludicrous. It is literally ludicrous. You absorb a Patara fusion, you're unstoppable. Unstoppable in PVE. So that's why it's Z. I don't have anything else to say. You have Super Regen, which is just a bonus. You can Light Pulse Super Regen off of any time, and you just win. So yeah, it's just amazing. Speaking of amazing, we're gonna talk about the Namekian paths. So, God Namekian is meta. I don't care. It's super good. So, you can assimilate with 2 other Namekians, which increases your level, if they're max level, by 1,800. So, you can be level 2,700 with assimilation. And have their stats. Already insane, by the way. Already insane. Because level is crazy. Having a high level is insane in this game. The stats it gives you, like, that you can't see, are like, higher than actual stats. Namekians have regen, which is just a great ability. They're a good key race. They have... God Namekian specifically has a fantastic super ultimate as its active skill. So it's just super good. Does a lot of damage. Tracks, all of it. It's just like... It has aura. Like, everything you could ever want in a path, God Namekian has in spades. It's so good. So good. Dragon Namekian. Similar reasons it's going to go to Z tier. It's basically like... think of it like this, right? You have assimilation, so you can just assimilate with Namekians. That's one thing. Now, to be fair, if you have no Namekians, I still put them both in A. But if you have your Dragon Ball passive fully up, and you're like a Namekian main who has really high HTC, GC, Dragon Ball stats, which is going to become way easier to do, by the way, when they start adding those updates that are guaranteed to be coming, to make all that easier to get. I mean, it's just going to be insane. Not to mention you have, what is it, 41% damage buff with all the Dragon Balls, I think? So it's just ludicrous. It's ludicrous. The damage you're doing is insane on a Dragon Namekian. So that's why it's Z tier. Not to mention you have all the benefits that a Namekian already has, which are pretty good. It's just great. Let's talk about androids. So androids, Majinization is Z tier because of Absorb. Absorb is just, it has a funny thing if you're an android, which basically means that you have infinite ki. Your ki regens literally instantly because of the levels that Absorb gives you. It's level, by the way. Level is what causes it, because your ki control goes up so amazingly high. You don't even need to waste stats on ki control as an android, which is one of their best stats. You don't even need to waste the stats because you can just absorb someone and you have insane ki control, no matter who it is, because it's level. It's not stat, it's level that gives it to you. And then Absorb just gives you insane stats on top of that. And then you have regen, so you're never gonna die. You're doing good damage. Like, even with M1s, you're gonna be doing good damage because of level plus Absorb. It's just free. It's free Z tier. Free Z tier. And you could even get away with being melee, because the power-up helps stamina. So if you wanted to be melee, you could. I don't know why you would, but you could. You could have a melee move on your moveset and spam that shit and like, recover your stamina really well. You know, counters take stamina, and maybe you run fucking 3 counters, and I need my stamina back. Who cares, dude? they just have everything. So yeah, it's Z. It's Z. Let's talk about the other android, which is Flame Core Iron Man, better than Ironheart. This for me is gonna go to A. So you're taking android, which is already a great path, and then you're giving it the ability to M1 and DOT. Amazing. M1ing plus being able to use key moves is very powerful in PvE, because the M1ing allows you to hit your blasts guaranteed, unless the enemy evasives, which they do often, to be fair. So, I mean, yeah, there's not really much else to talk about. Android is just great. Flame Core is a great path for damage. The DOT is insane. The M1s are insane. You're able to spam key moves out the butt. It's just great. It's great. Demons. Let's talk about demons. This is A tier. The Mira Demonic Breaker path is A tier. You have a super ultimate, which is the Mask ultimate, that just does insane damage. Very good damage. You have insane DOT, which is damage over time. Your M1s do insane amount of damage. You're an M1 demon. You're debuffing the enemy constantly. It's crazy. It's crazy. It has a 75% chance to proc, which is stupid. It shouldn't, but it does. It was good before that buff, so yeah, this is an A tier. This is great. Great path. Let's talk about Demigra. Unfortunately, this is F. It's terrible. None of anything that makes Demigra good in PvP works in PvE. It quite literally has nothing going for it. Nothing that Demigra does affects PvE, like, at all. The only thing it has is one of the power-ups has a stun. That's all it has. And stun isn't even that good for melee races. So it's just... Again, Demon is a good PvE path because of M1s. It's a decent PvE race, sorry. But, again, the path has nothing going for it. Nothing. Go Villainous. For some reason, if you don't want to do the mirror form, go Villainous. Villainous Demon is probably broken, if I had to guess. So, yeah, I don't know. Just don't pick it for PvE. If you don't care about PvP, don't pick it. We'll talk about Kai's next. Kai, so the Immortal Kai, the Divine Kai path is C. There's not much going for this. And it's because their power-up is really good for PvP, but the way that NPCs operate in this game, it doesn't really help you. The only reason this isn't F is because of Potential Man. And also because Kais are already really good because they're a key race that do good M1 damage, and we all know how good that is. So Kai, this form, like, the power-up doesn't help you. The only thing that's good at all, which is Potential Man, if they make PvE actually have stakes, like quick tip for you guys, by the way, funny story. The path raids were supposed to lock your item list, so you could only use the items that you have on your list. You weren't supposed to be able to go to your inventory and select items to like restock. In that scenario, if they ever do bring that into a, basically if they ever make death important, or if they ever make it so you can't just spam infinite senzu beans, being immortal, being not able to be one-shot is an intangible for that. And it'll save your ass. So it's potential, man. And it's a great race. So it's C. It just does not have much going for it, but it's not literally nothing like the things that are in F tier. Speaking of C tier, we're going to talk about the other Frost Demon path. It's C tier. The Monstrous King Cold path. Dampen is bugged right now. Otherwise, it might be not bad. Well, no, it's still being C. The power-ups don't work in PvE. They do literally nothing. And straight up, it's just not that good. If you're gonna go Frost Demon, go Hakaishin. If you're gonna be a PvEer, or even a PvPer for this matter, go Hakaishin. I mean, this form is really cool, and they are reworking it, by the way. They are reworking it, so maybe the rework will make it amazing. And if they do, I will update the tier list. And do a video showcasing it, obviously, so subscribe. Let's talk about Divine Bio Android. This is C tier, not much going for it. Divine Bio Android is amazing in PvP. Perfect in PvP, literally. No pun intended. The problem is in PvE, defense does not matter that much. You can just spam senzu beans. Other than defense capability and regen capability, this path is just a worse Super Saiyan God in terms of PvE. And Super Saiyan God is pretty dang decent for PvE. So it's just going in. There's not much going for it at all. Yeah, you have the regen. You have the key on block. That's all cool and all. You have God Bind and God Regen. That's cool and all, but it is inconsequential in PvE. And last but not least, unfortunately, I cannot rank Tuffles, chat. I cannot rank them because they're broken. They still don't work. The update that was touted to fix Tuffles did not fix Tuffles. So I cannot rank them. They're going in F tier. Their PvE ability does not work in PvE. Sorry, their race ability does not work in PvE. Their path ability does not work in PvE. They are literally useless. They do nothing. They quite literally have no ability in PvE. Now, in a hypothetical world where they do work, and we're assuming that all the buffs are exactly what they say they are in the Discord server that they have released in patch notes, I would say like having the Android passive could help. Having the human passive could be really good. The demon passive could be super good. If their race ability worked, maybe the half Saiyan passive could be really good for them too. The Saiyan passive could be good for them too. Like there's a bunch of passives that could be quite good for them, even in PvE. But they just don't exist. Kanasan passive could be amazing. So I just can't. You know, I can't rank it because they don't work. So I'm not gonna rank them because we can't see. I don't go off of hypotheticals. I don't go off of maybes. I go off of what we have, and I have not tested this, so I cannot with the right mindset rank it. Now this video is almost 30 minutes long. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna do the PvP one later. I'm gonna do it in a different video. I will upload the PvP tier list in the same day I upload this one. I promise you that. So you won't have to wait long. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you agree and disagree on. Some people, I don't know. I think I have good reasoning for all this, so we'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope it helped. Have a good one. And for just to add this to the video, for anyone who was wondering about an order, I'm not going to die on this hill of the order, but for a rough estimate, barely thought about it, I would say this is like a pretty good order. Except this through this, I would say are almost all interchangeable. Like, any order you want, all of these are very, very strong. Like, very equally great. This order I'm very confident in. This order I'm pretty confident in. This order I'm very confident in, although these two are close to interchangeable. But I'm taking a working dampen over this. And then these, I would say, in this order, just because Hybrid Saiyan is like easily the best PvE race, and of course this just doesn't work, right? And this does nothing in PvE. So yeah, this is the order I would say. Again, not gonna die on the hill, but I mean this is roughly the order.